Good morning students. In the last class we learnt about transportation in human beings. In today's class let us learn about transportation in plants. Now we know transportation is very important for every living organism. In human beings blood was helping for transportation, but in plants food and water has to be transported, so the process is done by diffusion. Now let us understand what is diffusion. Diffusion is a process in which the molecules move from a higher region to the lower concentration region. Diffusion is easy in smaller plants when compared to taller plants because the distance between the roots and the leaves is easy in the smaller plant, whereas it is far in a taller plant. So in taller plants diffusion takes place very slow. So the plants also need raw materials like nitrogen, phosphorus and other minerals to be supported. So it reaches from the soil where it is absorbed by the roots and then reaches to the other parts of the plant. So for taller plants, transportation takes place with the help of xylem and phloem, which is known as vascular tissue or conducting tissue. So now let us study xylem and phloem in detail. What is xylem? Xylem is a water conducting tissue where it transports water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. Now here what happens, it is absorbed by the roots and it has to be sent to the leaves. So in taller plants, by the process called transpiration, it is achieved. Now when transpiration takes place, simultaneously photosynthesis also takes place. We have learnt in our lower classes what is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process in which plants prepare their own food with the help of sunlight, water and chlorophyll. So when both transpiration and photosynthesis work simultaneously, the stomatal pores open. When the stomatal pores open, there is loss of water. So when water is lost, it has to be maintained or compensated with the water which is present in the roots. For that reason, this transpiration will help by putting a pressure upwards and the water reaches to the leaves. So this is how xylem helps in transporting water from the leaves to the roots. In phloem, the transportation has to take place from the leaves to the roots, just the vice versa. So when xylem is working, photosynthesis at the same time works where food is prepared. Now the food which is prepared in the leaves has to reach to the roots, so there stomatal pressure works. So when stomatal pressure is more, sucrose has to be passed to the roots. So their pressure increases by removing certain molecules and the food reaches by the process called translocation process. Translocation process is where the food reaches from the leaves to the roots. In transpiration it is different. In transpiration it is from the roots to the leaves. So this is how phloem helps in achieving its goal by transporting food from the leaves to the roots. So this is transportation in plants. In the next class let us learn about excretion, how waste materials are removed from our body.